evening, ladies and gentlemen, and once again, welcome to Hicksville High School. Tonight, the Lady Aces varsity team will take on the visiting Fairview Apache Lady Apaches. They will come with your starting lineup for Fairview, coached by Russell Zedike. They'll start number 10, Kendall Baker, number 20, Mercedes Wagner, number 22, Kirsten Klein, number 23, Michelle Marshall, and number 34, Riley Mueller. For Hicksville, coached by Josh Fries, to start number 1, Emily Sanders, number 2, Caitlin Bergman, number 11, Kennedy Valena, number 15, Samantha Klima, and number 24, Harley Schumann. Hicksville comes into this game with a 9-9 record, and they're 2-3 in the GMC. Fairview is 13-5, and they're 3-2 in the GMC.
And Jim, I remember about 4 years ago, we were doing a junior varsity game, and there was a player for Fairview with red hair, and she was all elbows and knees and arms and legs. And you said, watch this gal, because in 3 or 4 years, she's going to be something special.
Yep, and she is. This Mercedes Wagner, she is a heck of a player, coming up and coming through program. She is going to be on scholarship next year at Wayne State University in Detroit City.
Division I school.
Good luck to her. So Mercedes out jumps Bergman, and we're off and running. Pass intended for Mercedes inside and gets away. Mueller has it out here, number 34, and gets a bad pass inside. Hicksville comes out with it. Sanders down low to Klima. And Mercedes presented a in-your-face block on that one. Belena got the ball, pass in the middle, and Wagner picks it up and is up the floor. Basket goes to number 22, Kirsten Klein.
Schumann gets it slapped out of her hands and out of bounds.
Oh, my golly. She was not going to let that ball go through.
Nope.
We'll do a volleyball punch on it.
We'll reset and try it again.
Schumann will inbound. In the corner to Caitlin Bergman. Back to Schumann. Emily Sanders into Klima. Pass intended for Bergman, and it's off her hand. Picked up by number 22, Klein.
Jump ball.
Klima latched onto that one.
And, of course, the Aces are going to have to try to get the job done without Micah Schrader tonight.
Yes. She's on crutches. Looked like she was able to walk without him, because I saw her go to the water barrel.
So, not sure if this is something that's going to be a season ender for Micah, or if she's just going to be out for a bit. The tournament gets underway for girls the week of February 18th. Yeah, their first game is on the 19th.
Klima hits the ball, bounce past Sanders, puts up the runner. It's no good, and we're going to have a foul. Schumann. Mueller inbounds the ball. to Marshall. Marshall gives it up to Baker. And Baker hits it.
Makes it 4-0.
Schumann. They're across to Valena. Valena's headed to the hoop, cut off. Back out to Schumann, to Klima. Back to Schumann. In the corner to Sanders. Down low to Schumann. Gives it back out. Schumann throws it away.
Nope.
Marshall with the ball. Marshall to Mueller. Wagner makes the move.
And she'll be fouled.
Number 2. Caitlin's first. Free throw by Wagner.
Good. That's team foul number 2 on the Lady Aces, by the way.
Second one is up and good. Pretty smooth with that.
Yep. And kicked out of bounds on the inbounds attempt.
Baker kicked the ball. Schumann inbounds to Sanders. Sanders to Bergman, cross to Schumann. And 10's going to get the foul. Baker gets her first.
Yep. Kind of hard to not have that observed when you're the only 2 people in the area and you're all alone on the floor like that and you run into somebody.
Yeah.
You can get away with it sometimes if you're in a crowd, but. And another out of bounds to the Aces again.
It was like somebody was telling me in the last day or so that it's really, girls are not, they get called closer than what boys do. And, you know, that's just a matter of how you feel about the game. Because I'm sure boys will tell you that they get them called a lot closer than the girls do. Mueller with the roll up, it's no good. The ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be to Fairview.
Right there in front of the Lady Aces bench.
Inbounds. Marshall with it. Over to Klein. Back to Marshall. To Mueller. Wagner. Wagner, one-on-one, lays it up and it's no good. We have a travel on number 22, Klein, as she went down after having the rebound in her hands. Schumann gets it into Sanders, over to Bergman.
Bergman.
To Valena.
And again,
22 is going to pick up the foul this time.
Foul number 22, Kirsten Klein.
And that'll be team foul
Her first, team second.
Number 2.
number 2. And timeout, Aces. So Hicksville are down early, 6-0. And a quick 30-second timeout from Josh Freese. I think probably had to do with the fact that the Aces kept on getting themselves trapped on the sidelines or whatever, and we saw that in the JV game too. The Lady Apaches can turn the pressure on pretty quickly if they want to. I see the Hicksville Aces here entertaining the crowd tonight. That's a senior project.
Really?
For one of the members of the class of 2019.
I'll be darned.
being a mascot. Out of bounds.
He'll have to go to Notre Dame.
Bergman.
Now to Schumann. To Valena. Valena, cross court. Bergman.
And again, slapped out of bounds. Quick hands. Deflected, but Valena picks it back up.
Oh, Wagner intercepts the pass. Mueller, no bucket. Brings it back out. Marshall. Baker, the shot. Bingo.
Oh.
That look kind of reminded me of a game I saw at the regionals last year.
Yep. Just turn around and just launch it in that direction,
Yep.
and nothing but net.
Yep. It'll go through. Schumann. Back to Bergman getting a hold.
There we go. Eddie Bergman gets him back into it and puts the first points on the board for the Lady Aces.
Baker to Klein. Mueller gets.
Yeah, that might be another one on Bergman.
No.
Nope.
Her first team's third. Accolade patches, Riley Miller shooting 2.
Samantha Klima. Their first personal, and team foul number 3 on the Aces. That one's good.
The Aces number 10, Noel Noel.
Mueller gets them both to fall.
In the game, three patches, number 24, Olivia Rosica.
Sinka into the game for Fairview. You probably heard court announcer Paul Payne mention.
Schumann with the ball. Into the lane. Klima across to Nuttall, and Nuttall is fouled by Klein, I believe. Yep. Her second.
That's team foul number 3, and Noel Nuttall gets to shoot 2.
And she misses both of them, and the rebound comes off to Wagner. Down the floor, 1-on-1. And
Not able to draw the foul that time and just knocked out of bounds.
so it's off Hicksville. It'll be number 24 in the game, Olivia Rosica. Baker in the corner. Baker, the shot, no good. Marshall chasing a loose ball. Their client, oh, it was Marshall.
I think in the hands of the Fairview player when her rear end slid out of bound. So Aces get the ball.
Mueller back into the game, this time for Klein. Sanders bringing it up against Mueller. Very smart play. Come back to the middle of the floor, and the foul is going to be called
34.
on Mueller.
Team foul number 4.
Riley Mueller with the personal.
Let's say number 3, okay.
That's her first.
Yep, there we go. Team foul number 4. Just a little bit ahead of the scoreboard there.
Bergman's shot from outside is off the rim. And yeah, the jump ball going to go to Fairview. Mueller. Marshall with the ball. To Riley Mueller. To Wagner inside, turns around, rolls off the rim. And Nuttall gets the rebound. Pass down floor. Klima.
There we go.
That
makes it 11-5.
Klima getting a little more physical now later in the year. Mueller to Wagner. Mueller on the cut. Stopped. Gives the ball up to Baker. And
she traveled.
Called for travel. Elena back in the game, this time for Klima. Sanders. Oh.
That's going to be on Wagner.
Yeah, it's over and back.
Okay.
Didn't look like it, and if it was,
well, they must have said that she had
gotten pushed though too. Oh well. Mueller, is it out? Rasika in and out, no good. Sanders from outside, it's no good. And the rebound to Rasika, down floor and out of bounds.
Yep. Threw it a little faster than her teammate could run.
Yep.
44.5 seconds, just about set to close out our opening quarter.
Sanders coming up the floor. This is the Valena.
And it has it knocked away.
Wow. That was some quick hands, and that was Wagner.
I would say off of one of the Fairview players, but yeah, Wagner just basically reached around. She's got quite the wingspan on her. She was able to just reach around and slap that ball.
Kind of reminds you of one of those Crestview boys.
Yeah.
Nothing but arms and legs.
23 seconds.
Schumann to Nuttall. Yep.
Bounce pass partially deflected, and
Baker with the ball to Wagner. She's going to go one-on-one again.
Throws it up. Nuttall.
She knew where it was going or supposed to go.
Yep. She at least got the shot off before the horn, so.
Yeah, it's 11-5. Apaches with the lead after one.
Time to take a break to say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters, making our Lady Aces sports coverage possible here on HIX-TV. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, brand new, pre-owned, check out the great selection they have on the lots. You can stop by or do it online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, it's all about service before, during, and after the sale of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. And Community Memorial Hospital of Hicksville, celebrating over 65 years of serving the healthcare needs of the Hicksville area. They'd like to be a part of your and your family's better, more healthy lifestyle. Find out how they can help you. Log on to their website, www.cmhosp.com. Community Memorial Hospital of Hicksville, Ohio, and the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Proud to have them as our basketball broadcast underwriters here on HIX-TV.
Give you a little insight into how valuable Miss Wagner is to Fairview. Scoring-wise, she's averaging 16 13.5 points a game. Rebounding, she's averaging 7.7 a game. And Caitlin Bergman, she's averaging 7.1. So you look at what she's done there. Steals, she's averaging 3.6 per game, and Harley Schulen's at 3.5. So those are some of the things that make you a all-around player.
Yep. Like I said, anybody who gets a scholarship to go to a Division I school to play hoops is going to be no slouch.
Yes. Even if she has to play at a guard,
yep,
she can do it because she can show you out here when she goes from the top of the circle out there and goes to the hoop. Belena to inbound it, gives it to Bergman. Needs some help.
Stolen away.
Marshall made the steal. Down to Rasika, back out to Marshall. Ooh, Sanders
Almost.
about at it. Pass inside to Wagner, over to Baker. Up, hit the cable up there, so it's going to be out of bounds. Bergman with the ball to Valena. Valena comes around, has the ball slapped away, and it's going to go off Fairview.
Valena manages to get it in.
Bergman's shot was blocked.
Deflected immediately, yeah.
Marshall, her shot's deflected. Mueller, she gets fouled.
Couldn't get the shot to drop, but she's still going to go to the line.
Bergman with the foul, her second.
Team foul number 4 on the Aces.
Mueller with the free throw.
Makes it 12-5.
And another one.
13-5. Schumann splits the difference, yeah, and goes right between the two Aces players.
Rasika's shot is no good.
Still loose on the floor. And a push off. It's going to be Schumann. That's 2 personals now on Schumann.
Nuttall ready to come in.
Set Harley for a bit.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man. That was a good play, Jim.
Yes, it was.
Elena gets it off to Bergman. Katie, there we go.
6 points.
Makes it 15-8.
Mueller from the corner. It's no good. It's off Sanders. It's a Fairview ball. Rasika coming out. Klein in for her. Mueller inbounds to Wagner. Her shot's no good. She
Put back,
fouls it,
yep.
no good. And it's Fairview out of bounds.
Wagner's actually kind of cold from the floor here
Yeah,
so far tonight.
No kidding.
But
she's like she's nervous.
and now she'll draw the foul.
Katie gets her third one.
Bergman's third. Katie Bergman, I think she's going to Adrian, right? She's going to be reunited with her sister.
I don't know. I'll sit here and ask her
You
mother.
have to check. Yeah, your mom's sitting right next to you.
Yeah.
Katie's going to go to Adrian. Katie's going to go to Adrian along with Addison. So, yeah, for volleyball. So
They just have a family connection. Family connection.
that one's good. Makes it 16-8.
Come on, Noel.
Nuttall gets the ball slapped.
Another one of them rejections.
And she returns the favor on the other end. She slaps it out of bounds out of Fairview's hands. So.
Smart enough to keep playing.
Yeah.
Mueller. Long one from outside.
Wagner chases it down.
Shot missed.
The ace is fine.
fine. And it's off Fairview. Avery Slattery coming into the game for Nuttall.
Into the game for the Aces, number 3, Avery Slattery.
Slattery going to get some varsity play-in time tonight.
Oh.
Here we go. No.
Just went too far under the hoop. Yeah, the jump ball. Mueller and Figgins. There's that's a big time move. She reached behind and brought the ball to her.
Oh, stolen away again.
Mueller layup.
No.
Good.
Ouch. Yep, time for timeout on the floor. Josh Freese, seen enough. And you could sort of feel the momentum really starting to shift towards the Lady Apaches. So a good timeout. Full 1 minute as the lead now is 21-8. Aces have got 16 fouls racked up, so one more infraction and they'll start sending the Lady Apaches to the line, and they seem to be pretty good at shooting the free throws. We were impressed by the junior varsity squad's abilities from the free throw line, and it looks like that carries over to the upper level as well. So I'm sure you do not want to have them in the bonus for a minute or two without you being in the bonus right there with them. And the Apaches have only committed 4 team fouls, so they still have a couple fouls to give before they send the Lady Aces to the line.
And they're 8 for 8 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Some other stats on them. Harley Schumann for us has averaged 3.5 steals per game. She also has 3.2 assists per game. Field goal wise, Wagner is shooting at 54%. Harley Schumann at 51%. And Kirsten Klein at 46.8. Oh, wow.
So she's going to get one of her 3 steals for the night right there.
Yep.
On average, and 2 points, and she's going to the line.
Mealer coming out, Baker in for her.
Wow, she's like automatic,
Yeah.
isn't she?
She's got a real smooth, straight under, elbows under the ball,
Yep.
and straight up. Flying with the steal across to Baker. Baker's shot is no good.
A little too much on it.
Oh, nice pass by
Oh.
Wagner.
Good
Gets
team
the ball
play there.
Down to Rasika for her first basket. Sanders to Valena.
The
Ball
Aces-
knocked away
oh.
from her. Wagner, the lay-in. Well, until a little bit ago, Wagner only had 4 points.
Yeah, like I said, I think you were saying she looked a little nervous earlier. I think that the butterflies have flown.
Yes, I think they have. They've disappeared.
Like I said, the Aces are really going to need to step up their game here.
Into the game for the Apaches, number 34, Riley Mueller.
Mueller back into the game. Wagner to inbounds it. 2:45 remaining in the first half. 28-8, the Apaches lead.
Hicksville just
Rasika from outside.
Oh.
3, it's good.
So here come the Aces, and again, they need to work on hanging on to the ball and being able to get a shot.
Schumann travels.
.214 to go here in our opening half. 31-8 now, as the Apaches have really exploded here in this second quarter and put a bunch of points on the board.
Tree is down there working the official. Nice pass, nice pass.
Oh,
Missed the easy bunny.
and good job, Kennedy Valena. She got in there and got the rebound away from Wagner.
Sanders, or
Slattery.
Slattery. The Valena.
Valena's going to draw the foul.
I think Wagner got her in the nose.
Yep.
Foul number 20 from Sadie Wagner.
That's her first.
That's her first.
That's team foul number 5.
At the line, shooting 2.
So the
Valena.
Apaches just a couple away from sending the Aces into the bonus.
That's 1 for Valena.
High arcing shot, nothing but net.
Nuttall into the game for Schumann. And the
Gets them
second
both.
one is good.
31-10 now.
Mueller in the corner to Rasika. And it back out. Inside intended for Wagner. It didn't get there.
And I think you're going to, number 24.
Rasika.
That was number 24. Olivia Rusika, her first, team 6.
So that puts the Aces on the cusp of going into the bonus.
Slattery. Goal. It's off Fairview.
Coach Zedike didn't agree with that, but
Well, it wasn't off of Wagner. It bounced off the other Fairview girl that was beside him.
knocked out of bounds again.
Baker knocks it away from Sanders. Sanders better get it in. And the Slattery.
Valena has it knocked away, and she tries to pass it off. And again, the Aces don't get a shot off offensively. Wagner a little too far under the hoop for the lay-in. And slapped away again, another turnover.
There's another steal by Mercedes. There's a rebound.
And that taken away from her. I think it was Sanders that got in there.
Yeah.
Whoop.
And Nettle
puts it out of bounds. Nice defensive play by Noelle Nuttall as gives the Aces the opportunity to drop back and set their defense.
Yeah, we'll hold the ball.
Under 30 seconds left in the first half of this varsity contest.
Rosica with it to Baker. Over to Klein. Rosica down to Mueller. Rosica on the move.
Out of bounds.
Blocked on her shot, and it'll be Fairview a ball.
9.1 seconds to go.
Wagner to inbound it to Mueller.
Right back
into
to her.
Wagner.
And that'll do it. Nope.
Not even close. 31-10 halftime score. Apaches leading the Lady Aces. We'll be back with the second half. We're back with you over the second half. Teams are out here loosening up, and we'll run down some scoring for you. For Fairview, Kendall Baker has a bucket and a tray for 5. Kristen Klein has a basket for 2. Olivia Rosica has a 2 and a 3 for 5. Riley Mueller has 2 baskets, 4 free throws for 8. And Mercedes Wagner has 3 baskets for 6 and 5 free throws for a total of 11, for their total of 31. For Hicksville, Caitlin Bergman has 6 on 2 trays. Kennedy Valena has 2 on 2 free throws. And Samantha Klima has 1 basket for 2 for the Aces total of 10. So Aces need to pump it up in the second half here, get back in the game.
First 16 minutes tonight were pretty much all Fairview, Jim. And
yes.
Like I said, the Aces are having a hard time. They're getting the ball taken away from them. They're going down on offense. They're not getting a shot off. If they do get a shot off, it's usually they're one and done. If they don't make it, they're not getting the rebounds. So there have been some bright spots, but still just having a hard time matching up against the Apaches in the first half here tonight.
And not having Schrader makes a big hole out there. So,
as I said, you look down on the Aces bench, and they've got Monroe and Phillips and Slattery and it's like Salisbury.
Izzy Smith.
Yep, so they've got a pretty good contingent off of the JV squad.
So here we go. Sanders with the ball. Klein working on her.
Almost.
Valena down low, gives the ball to Klima. Puts the ball up, it's no good. Rebound, and Schumann picks up 2. There you go, Sanders.
There we go.
You got her beat.
And she'll draw the foul.
Mueller picks that one up.
Coach Josh Freese getting up, clapping his hands. He likes the aggressive look that the Aces have adopted to start off this second half.
First, second, please first. Emily Sanders at the line, shooting 2.
Way to go, Emily.
31-13. And this is a game where the Aces are going to, the more free throws they can hit, the more points they can put on the board with the clock stopped, the better.
She gets the second one, 31-14. Mueller holding the ball, gives it to Wagner. Wagner gives it up. Klein has it into the lane. Baker from outside, it's good. Marshall with the ball to Baker. Over to Mueller. Shot put up by Klein. It's no good. Or Marshall. Bergman being bothered by Mueller. Sanders.
And that's going to be on Mueller.
So it's
Nope, I take that back. Number
Klein.
22, Klein.
It's her third. Bergman inbound to Sanders.
And 2 quick team fouls on the Apaches here.
That took the official into the scorer's table. So Fairview ball. Mueller to inbound. Marshall to Mueller, back to Marshall. To Klein. Gives it up to Baker. When'd she hook her? Sanders in the lane.
Sanders takes a shot to the chin.
Yes. And got called for an offensive foul. Wagner to Marshall. Marshall drives into the corner, gives it up. Wagner has it outside. Baker to Marshall. Over to Klein. Mueller into the lane, loses the ball.
Bergman comes up with it for the Lady Aces.
Valeno's shot is short. The rebound goes to Wagner, lays it up and good.
Basketball number 7 Wagner.
13 for Wagner. And a timeout called by the Aces.
It comes at 4:44 left to go in the third quarter. I wonder if Wagner can do the slam.
Maybe on an 8-foot basket.
36-14 our score here, a full timeout for the Aces. They'll have 2 timeouts remaining for the balance of the game. The Apaches have yet to call a timeout, so they have their full complement of 5. A couple of quick fouls for Fairview. They have 2 team fouls racked up, and Sanders with the offensive foul just moments ago gave the Aces their first team foul of this first half, or the second half, excuse me. And that pretty much sums everything up. 15 seconds to go. They sound the warning horn. As again, the Aces and the Fairview Apaches getting set to close out the regular season. Next week is the last week of the regular season. And then the tournament will get started the week of Monday, February 18th.
Oh, Phillips is in the game for the Aces. It's a Nuttall. Over to Schumann. Schumann drives the lane, and her shot is blocked, but she was fouled. Number 20 gets the foul for Wagner.
That's her second.
Schumann with the free throw. Gives her 3 points.
Wagner tries to feed it across. It goes out of bounds, so the Aces will get the ball back. Schumann will get set to inbounds to Phillips. Phillips gets tangled up, and they'll turn it over.
Mueller with it. Down to Baker, back to Mueller. Over to Marshall. To Klein. Cross court to Baker. Missed the layup.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
I think it's going to be fair. Nope.
It's off Fairview.
Off Fairview. Phillips off balance.
Klein lays it in. 4 points for Klein.
Basketball by number 22, Kirsten Klein.
Ball loose on the floor and another turnover.
Mueller picks it up. Give it to Marshall. Down to Baker. Back to Marshall. Gonna shoot a three. It's short. Phillips picks up the loose ball. Down low to Schumann, off the glass and good. 5 points for Harley. Baker on the other side. Inside to Wagner, no good. Off of Bergman. Into the game comes Sanders and Belena. Bergman and Klima leave. Wagner gets a break for Fairview, and so does Baker. Mueller with the ball. Klein. Mueller with the ball. Gives it to Marshall. Marshall into the corner to Smith. Smith cross quarter Klein inside to Mueller, and she is going to be fouled.
Belena will send her to the line to shoot two. That'll be team foul number 3 on the Aces. And that's Belena's first. I guess I have to correct myself. Team foul number 2.
Mueller gets them both.
39-17.
In the game for the Aces, number
Figgins will check in.
Figgins in the game for Phillips. Sanders over to Schumann, to Figgins, to Sanders. Shot is up and no good. Noel Nuttall on the save, and nothing happening there. Nuttall saves the ball and pass to Sanders, and she's going to be fouled by Mueller. Riley Mueller picks up her third.
Team foul number 4.
Bergman back into the game. Valena will come out. Step away. Schumann to Sanders. Back to Schumann. Turn. Go up with it. Nuttall over to Figgins. To Bergman. Figgins out to Schumann. Schumann to the hoop.
Yep.
Shot
Blocked.
was blocked by Smith.
And Harley slaps it out of bounds. The Apaches trip up the floor.
1 minute left in the quarter. Smith from outside. It's no good. Going to have a foul on Mueller, I believe. Yep.
That'll be her
Fourth.
third. No, it should be her fourth, yeah.
And they put 3 on the board.
Okay. Yeah, they haven't changed the team fouls, too. That should be team foul number 5.
Sterry into the game for Hicksville. Nuttall scrapping away. Phillips. There's Sanders in the lane.
Foul number 13, Carrie Smith. Her first. At the line for Macy's, number 1, Emily Sanders, shooting 2.
They must be having a problem with the scoreboard because things are
Unchanged.
unchanged in terms of the. There they go. I think they finally realized that they forgot to update a couple. And they're going to check. I think that should be team foul number 6 on Fairview. It says 4.
No, they gave the foul to
5.
13.
Okay. So they've got that corrected, and they're going to say team foul number 5. So I still think they might have missed a team foul, but that one's good.
So 4 points for Emily Sanders. Smith. Marshall. Smith in the corner. It's good.
Ooh, that's 3. 43-19.
It's her first points. Phillips.
Down to 4.
Klein stop.
Somebody's going to need to take a shot.
Or get a foul.
Be number 6.
23, Marshall with the foul. Her first.
Team foul number 6, as I said. 1.2 seconds, so the Aces might be able to.
Yep, it's team foul 7.
That's what okay, good.
You were right.
I was right. I thought for a minute there that they were going to get away with one, but the officials finally catch up. I should say the scoreboard people
Finally caught
catch up. But either way, Nuttall with the 1-and-1. Oh, that'll do it.
So, into 3 quarters of play, it's Fairview 43 and Hicksville 19.
And so we're going to have a little time here between quarters. And again, I want to say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters, making our Aces Sports coverage possible, not only for the basketball season, but both of our underwriters with us throughout the entire school year, making all of our Aces Sports broadcasts possible here on HIX-TV. They include Community Memorial Hospital, proudly serving the healthcare needs of the Hicksville area for over 65 years in 2019. Reminding you that you want to find out anything about the Community Memorial Hospital, a couple of big fundraisers coming up near the end of the month for the hospital's auxiliary, as well as, who's on staff, all of the doctors, the specialties. Log on to www.cmhosp.com. And also the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford and the Jim Schmidt Truck Lot. Reminding you that if you're in the market for a vehicle, brand spanking new pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, stop by, check out the great selection they have on the lots. Or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. If you don't see what it is you're looking for, let the folks at Jim Schmidt know. They'll always do their level best to find you exactly the vehicle you're looking for, because it's all about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. They, along with Community Memorial Hospital of Hicksville, Ohio, are broadcast underwriters. We want to thank them so very much.
So Fairview inbound the ball to start the fourth quarter. Baker has it over to Smith to Klein. Smith down low to Mercedes, brings it across Baker outside. Rasika and Baker and Smith and Wagner and Klein on the floor for Fairview. For Hicksville, it's Schumann and Slattery.
Been good.
Rasika over the bucket. Slattery and Bergman and Schumann and Belena and Klima.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Freese has been pretty much going back and forth between Slattery and Phillips to give them both a chance at filling in for Micah Schrader tonight.
Oh, nice move.
Oh.
15.
So she's almost to her average.
Yep, she got 2 to go. Slattery gets pushed, and Wagner will pick up her third.
And that will send Avery to the line. Team foul number 8.
Bingo. 1 down for Avery. Gets another. Ooh, rolls off. Wagner with the rebound. She's gotten a multitude of rebounds tonight. Klein down low to Rasika. Cross court, and it's stolen by Schumann. Valena with a 2-point. 4 for Valena.
47-22 now.
Baker has the ball knocked away from her, and it'll be a Fairview ball. Mueller coming back into the game for Rasika.
She had to check to make sure he was substituting in for the right person.
Smith over to Baker. Decline. Cross court to Mueller. She goes by Valena and misses the layup. Down low. Ball tipped out. Wagner. Ball knocked away, and 24, Schumann gets the foul.
Common foul, so Aces, or either the Apaches get the ball out of bounds. 5:51 to go in the game.
Mueller outside to Baker. Smith cross to Klein. Smith in the corner to Mueller. Back out to Smith. Ball going around. Klein holding it inside to Wagner. Wagner spins, puts it up off the glass a little too hard, and Bergman comes off with it. Slattery down floor to Schumann to Valena, and she loses it off her hand to Wagner.
Another steal
Klein.
for Wagner and an assist, and
Klein gets 2 points.
Coach Zedike's going to call a timeout for the Lady Apaches. They're leading by 27.
5:10 to go.
So the outcome of this game not really in doubt, but still, like I said, we're getting close to tournament play, so this is one of those games where coaches can really work on some things with a comfortable lead. And I imagine Josh Freese is probably thinking the same thing, and he's already been experimenting with some of the younger kids and some personnel changes.
Yep. Got some trivia for you. The Mueller girl, she is the granddaughter of Jim Mueller. And Jim and I, we were 2/3 of the outfield in high school at Stryker when we went 24-1 our senior year. The best record that's ever been put on the board by a baseball team at Stryker. That's just my trivia point.
There you go. Is he here tonight?
He's here. He's sitting right over there in the front row with his Veterans of Foreign Wars hat on.
There we go.
We both got to spend some time in the Badlands. All expense paid trip by the government.
Indeed.
Aces with the ball. Klima to Schumann. Schumann has it knocked away by Smith. Smith drives to the hoop, cut off by Schumann, and Schumann's going to get the foul. That'll be 4.
Yep.
Foul number 24, violation number 4.
Here comes Figgins and Saunders, and Valena and Schumann will step out.
Mueller passes it out. It goes inside to Wagner. Over Smith to Klein. To Mueller. And there's a foul.
Figgins gets her first personal, and that's team foul number 5 for the Aces.
Ball knocked away from Klima. Wagner gets it back, and Sanders gets the rebound off of
She
it.
gets taken away.
And Wagner gets the 2 points.
So that gives her 17-point average for the night.
Yes, it does.
Another steal on a pass. Coast to coast. Oh, nice block from Katie Bergman. Slapping that ball cleanly out of bounds. Prevent the easy layup.
Rasika coming into the game for Wagner.
Wagner, she'll have a seat. We'll see if she comes back in or if she's done for the night.
As good as she is, I think I'd leave her rest. Mueller passes it in to Rasika, goes back out to Baker, to Smith, to Klein. Baker from outside gets another 3.
And I have to agree with you, Jim. At this point, the game is well in hand. Why risk an injury?
Yes.
To your premier player?
You know, she's got a future.
Like that, plus, like I said, there's still a couple regular season games left. There's still a GMC Conference Championship out there, and and then there's the tournament, and you want your players healthy if possible. Foul.
Klima gets fouled.
Foul number 13, Gary Smith, her second.
That's team foul number 9. So this will be the last 1-and-1 that the Aces shoot in the game.
Yeah, this is a multitude of change for Hicksville coming up.
Yep, we're going to see some more of the younger players coming out here. Klima misses the first one. So Galena, Nuttall, Phillips. Is Moreau going to come in? Yep.
Somebody will be coming in for Klima probably. Oh yeah, she's down there. Ball yanked out of there by Mavis. There's Singer. Baker, Mavis, Smith, Singer, like the JV game now. Baker with it. Smith, and we're going to have a timeout called by the Apaches. He wasn't getting what he was wanting. You can tell that. 2:42 remaining.
So I think they're going to add a player to the roster for the Hicksville Aces here. Getting sure everything's squared away at the scorers table.
If they add one, they'll be getting a technical.
Maybe that's what they're making sure, that they can do it.
No, they can do it. And now we're calling the official over.
So we'll see what happens. And I think they just said, okay, everybody's agreed that it's okay. We're not going to worry about it.
Yep. No, he's getting it.
Oh, they're going to give him the tee.
Yep. Freeze says, so I got to have her on the floor.
Illegal substitution.
Yep. Got
And
two
shots.
And you get the ball.
So, and the Apaches were going to have the ball anyway. So basically, Josh Freese, this game's already out of hand, so he's not concerned about the points. And he wants to get some playing time for one of his younger players.
Right. Huh? No,
First technical shot is good. She'll get one more. Misses that one. And it'll be Fairview's ball on the far sideline midcourt. 54-22 the score. And Izzy Smith in the game.
And Izzy gets a foul. Yep, she isn't even in my book.
Team foul number 1 for Izzy, and it'll be personal foul number 1 for Izzy. Team foul number 7 for the Aces, and 1-and-1 for the Apaches.
Singer misses the free throw.
Figgins with the board. And Phillips across the timeline.
Smith takes the ball away. Down floor, Phillips takes it away. Figgins.
Story, and then back to Phillips, and
There's Izzy.
She's
Those
gonna be
bulldozing there. 13. Smith gets a foul.
And that should be double bonus for the Aces now.
That's her third.
Ooh, here comes a new one.
So Figgins will shoot 2 with 2:04 left in this varsity contest.
Good.
Slattery will come in for Nuttall. Number 2 for Fairview.
Oh, she was in the JV game. What's her name? Oh, we got another.
And we're going to
question.
have
Oh,
and
Now
an
they
illegal
get-
substitution for the Fairview Apache.
yep.
So they're going to have her shoot the 2 technicals before she gets her second shot. All right.
No, she's got one shot. She already started it. So.
Yeah, okay, so this should finish up the 1-and-1, or the
Yeah.
double bonus, I should say.
Yes.
She misses that one. So now there should be 2 technical free throws.
Right. He gets to choose who he
And
wants.
Story. Chance to get
Gets
some points.
Some points is right.
Yeah,
There
we go.
That's pretty classy there, Freeze.
Doesn't get a lot of playing times. Give her the opportunity to get out on the floor and get at least a varsity point here tonight.
That's right. Pretty classy.
Aces will have the ball. 2:04 left in the game. That's going to be on
Oh,
35.
that number 2 is Z-Dyke.
Okay.
Number 35, Taylor King.
I remembered.
First, Izzy Smith at the line, shooting 2.
She played the JV game.
Here's Izzy Smith with a chance to get some varsity points.
In.
Oh, there we go.
And she got one.
Taken away. Shot up off the side and another foul.
She's going to get to shoot again. Singer getting the foul.
Didn't take a lot of time off the clock. We're only down to 1:50 seconds, so we've only used up 14 seconds of game clock here in these last few minutes. Nothing but net.
Hey, way to
3
go,
points.
Izzy. Way to go, Izzy. Way to go. That's Singer with the ball. The Z-Dyke. In the corner to Singer. Got Mavis. Gives it up to King.
She'll be fouled with 1:28 to go.
Number 3.
Slattery.
First, at the line for the Apaches, Taylor
And that's
King.
team foul number 8 for Hicksville.
Got it.
There she goes.
So she gets a point.
Phillips inbounds to Slattery.
Smith has it. They got Phillips over to Slattery. Gives it to Smith. Phillips, one to go baseline.
Sturry gets the ball knocked out of her hands. Stays with the Aces, though.
Slattery, short jumper, no good. Mavis, length of the floor. Mavis will be a player for them next year.
Smith picks up her second personal. Team foul number 9. 50.2 seconds.
And Mavis scores.
Makes it 57-27. Puts the Apaches on top by an even 30. Gets them both.
Phillips to Smith. Oh. King, pass inside. Ball comes out to Vance.
Stepped on the baseline.
Singer to King, no good. Slattery picks it up and down the floor. Inside to Steery. Nice pass. King with the ball.
And a wrestling match down there on the baseline. Jump ball.
3.3 seconds remaining.
And the possession arrow gives it to the Lady Aces. And that's all she wrote.
Yes, it is. 58-27. Fairview over the Aces. Scoring wise, we'll go Kendall Baker at 11 points. 2 points for Cassie Mavis. 3 points for Carrie Smith. Vance did not score. Wagner had 17. Kirsten Klein had 6. Rosika had 7. Mueller had 10. And 1 for Taylor King for their total of 58. For Hicksville, Emily Sanders had 4 points on free throws. Caitlin Bergman had 6 points on 2 trays. Avery Slattery, a free throw. Riley Figgins, a free throw. Kennedy Valena, 2 free throws and a basket. Samantha Klima, a basket. Harley Schumann, 2 baskets, a free throw. Allison Sterry, 1 free throw. Izzy Smith, 3 for 4 at the free throw line for their total of 27.
So not a lot of scoring, but a lot of Aces getting their names in the scoring book tonight. And
yeah, both teams did, got their names in it.
A lot, opportunity for a lot of the younger players to get in near the end of this one. And a lopsided victory, but the Apaches, I'm sure, will take it. And the Aces will, they'll have to work a little harder and get ready to bounce back as they still have a few games to go.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, we're going to be back here at the Red Zone for an afternoon nighttime doubleheader, so to speak, as the girls and the boys teams are both playing this Saturday here at the Red Zone. The girls are going to be in action starting at 1 o'clock with the junior varsity squad as they'll be hosting Eden. And then there'll be a couple hours in between where the Rotary will be serving pancakes and sausage out in the Commons.
Starting at 4 o'clock.
Yep. And then the boys will be hosting the Pettisville Blackbirds starting at 6. So we got a long day of basketball coming our way on Saturday. And again, if you had not heard, we've mentioned it a few times, the girls' tournament draw has them matching up against Paulding. That'll be the early session game on February the 19th, which is a Tuesday. And we'll be making the drive down to Van Wert Lincoln View to watch that game.
It's a nice stadium, or nice gymnasium.
It's out in the middle of nowhere. You're driving along through these cornfields, and you're like, what the heck? And all of a sudden it's like, hey, there's a school.
Yes, it's about true.
So we'll look forward to that, and with that, we will wrap it up. Tough loss for the Lady Aces tonight, but again, just kind of a fun night. Whenever you get to see a player caliber Mercedes Wagner, it's always kind of fun whether you win or lose, and she did not disappoint tonight. So we want to wish that young lady the very best of luck next year as she heads up to Wayne State University to play basketball. And with that, I don't know about you, Jim. I'm ready to call it a night.
I sure am, too.
Yes, indeed. So I want to say a big thank you once more again to our basketball broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, and Community Memorial Hospital, both of them right here in Hicksville, Ohio. And with that, we're going to wrap it up. Final score one more time in the girls' varsity game. It's the Lady Apaches knocking off the Aces 58-27. For Jim Seiler calling the play-by-play, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you good night and good sports.